Hello students, today we will begin with new concept of geography in 9th standard, that is isoplathe method. In previous video I have explained you what is dot method and what is choropleth method. Now we are going to study about the isoplathe method. First we will see the maps of isoplathe and different maps on isoplathe maps. This map is isoplathe map and this map is called contour maps, and next map is isobar maps. So these are the three maps which I have shown you. Moving to the next information, that is isoplathe method. You have seen contour maps and isobar maps in earlier classes. So we have I have also shown you the two maps of contour maps and isobar maps. In these maps the distribution was shown with the help of lines showing equal values. Means the lines which is going on the map, they are having equal values. When the distribution of a variable is continuous, means the continuous variable means there are different region where the variable is more. The isoplathe method is used to show the distribution. For example, isoplathe method actually we use for the altitudes, temperature, rainfall, etc. So this isoplathe method we will use for the altitude, means the height of the different regions or the different mountains, temperature of the different place of different regions, rainfall of different areas where there will be a short rainfall, there will be a more highest rainfall. So this isoplathe method actually used for these three things. For these maps we need to obtain the accurate data regarding the altitude. So we need accurate data of altitude. Altitude means it is a height of different region or different mountain we call actually. Temperature, rainfall, etc. of some places in a region. It is assumed that the difference between the altitude or rainfall of two places changes at uniform rate. So there are different changes in the rainfall or different altitude of different regions you will find. The sub-administrative units are not taken into consideration here. So there are some sub-administrative units in the isoplathe method. They are not taken as a consideration. Statistical data belongs to the respective places. Such data is known as point related data. So if the administrative units are not taken into consideration, such places or such data, it is known as the point related data. On the basis of this information, isoplathe maps are prepared using the steps below. So these are the steps we used to follow with the help of isoplathe method by considering the highest and the lowest value of the variable. So in that map you will find there are highest values also and there are lowest values also in the form of variables. The class interval is decided to draw the isoplathe maps, which in turn decide the differences between the lines. So these are the average rainfall over here you can see, because this index helps for the isoplathe method to locate the distribution of different regions over here. So this plays a very important role. Lines are drawn for the decided intervals. Locations with the same values are joined by a line. So there are lines which are joining on the maps. They are showing in a equal value. Following conclusion are drawn on the basis of the maps prepared in such a way. If the lines are closer to each other, then the changes in the variable is steep, and the lines are away from each other, then it is gentle. If the lines are in a variable in the form of steep means straight line is going. If there are gentle lines, gentle line means the lines which are having at a zigzag types. So that from the isoplathe methods are very close to each other. We get an idea of the natural trends of the distribution of the variable with the help of these maps. Hope you have understood this lesson. Next we will see the endogenetic moments of part 1 in geography. Thank you for watching the video.